Hey gang, welcome. I thought we were gonna jump into a decathlon event, but then they canceled it out from under us. We're guessing that they decided the 5 best of 3 wins was a bit much of an ask. Certainly that's what I felt looking at it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna enter it because I have a decathlon token, but 5 best of 3 wins with the foul to give is a lot of Magic to play. Which you'd think, hey, more bang for your buck, which is true to a point, but also with limited, you tend to just be done with your decks sooner. I mean, in constructed, you play with the same deck until the format rotates practically, but in limited, we like to mix it up a little bit, and it feels like maybe they realize that and are rejiggering the exact win-loss count needed for this second, I guess it was event 4 or event 3. Anyway, decathlon, interesting. Yeah, we were talking about decathlon before I started this video. I'm, as someone multi-accounting to have as much gold and gems as I need to do anything I want, the whole prize structure and entry fee system around decathlon kind of is just all whatever. It's a little bit of a bad value. Not a little bit. You're not really. It's a bad gem gold value, but what is a bad gem gold value when you have infinite gems and gold, right? So at that point, it's just about, for me, the experience and whether the experience is fun. And I do like a bigger than one event. I think it's a cool idea. It might be a little predatory in its gem and gold draining, but it's hard to call anything predatory when there are systems and ways to easily get as much of a thing as you need. So yes, they're being very predatory in taking back all this free gems and gold they've given me. So easy to complain about various Magic economy stuff, but fundamentally, I look at Arena as a free-to-play Magic draft system. Free-to-play Magic draft. And then there's some other stuff that if you want to spend or use resources on, you can. But at a baseline, you can get free Magic draft. I just have a heart, there's so much complaining about Arena and Wizards, and I don't want to be an apologist or seem like I'm coming from the inside and I'm trying to apologize for this company who frequently makes decisions that I loathe. But I just have a hard time complaining too hard about a free-to-play digital Magic expression that has some other modes that you can spend on, right? But if you're going to spend on other modes, you might as well spend on tabletop, and do so at my sponsor, cardkingdom.com. They are amazing. They have everything you need for your tabletop Magic experience. And if I'm lying, if they're missing something, if you really needed that one specific card, or you just wanted that one super blingy rare card, and they don't have it right now, they are looking for it. They churn through so many cards that all you need to do is use their restock notice feature. And within a few weeks, with almost any card, I mean, there are some exceptions of this hyper rare stuff, but almost any card is going to become available on Card Kingdom through the natural rotation and cycling through cards that they do. So check them out. Use my affiliate links where you can. Let them know you got there from here. Helps keep me going, and I appreciate it very much. We have decided instead to do this quick draft Kaldheim. When last we left these bots, Boros aggro was the thing to force if you were going to force something. I found a great success in enforcing that. Historically, it feels like they haven't done much updating of the bots between, once the format ends. They usually do some bot updating while the format is live and adjusted it once or twice. But by the end of the format, using your design resources to send somebody back to tweak a bot logic just doesn't have the return that you're looking for on that time. So I doubt that it's been adjusted, but somebody in chat was saying that they'd seen Red being pretty cut in their bot experiences so far. We're going to take a look. I'm going to keep an eye out. I'm going to lean towards red-white as a starting philosophy, just because of what I've seen from these bots the last time we played with them. And we'll see how it goes. Let me change. Like I said, I thought we were going to do decathlon today, but I'm going to change this to KHM quick. And let's get on it. I'll do gems, sure. Well, Glorious Protector is right there in the white-red lane that I was hoping to start in anyway, and is good enough. 3/4 flash flying with upside, you know. I mean, I'm done. It's already great. And then really, if you get the value of saving something with it or something, that's great. But I would really just think primarily we're talking 3/4 flash flying for 4, which in itself is good enough. Story Seeker turned out to be excellent here because it's kind of a racing format sometimes. If it's Boros versus Boros and you're the one with the Story Seekers, I like your chances. Frostbite is excellent for managing those aggro opponents. And also there are some key targets in like the snow decks that you want to pick off at 2 toughness. So even before you get to the snow levels, it's good enough. And then of course, if you're in snow, if you're in Team or Snow, Frostbite becomes effectively a bolt, and that's incredible. We're going to start with a rare though. Like, what else is here that I should mention? I'm going to assume there's some people who haven't really drafted this format much since we haven't seen it in a while. I know Alexis hasn't. Glimpse of the Cosmos, the red blue Giants deck is quite good. And Glimpse, I like a lot for that. This is, if you don't get the Giant side, that second paragraph, it's not very good. But that means it just makes it late to Giant decks and slash Changeling decks, and is very good there. And yeah, sure, we can mention Raven Wings. This overperformed, but there's a lot of equipment matters, and really just getting a Story Seeker evasive, you know, a 3/2 flying lifelinker. Again, it just sways races in your favor and that kind of thing. So yeah, we're going to take the Protector, and I just thought I'd talk about the other cards in the pack since we haven't visited this format in a while. Bound in Gold is, you know, aura removal has been very interesting of late in how sometimes it's good and sometimes it's seemingly nearly unplayable. In this case, I think it's good. And you say it's worst. I thought it was good, not great. I found you always played this because it in aggro it clears a blocker, and in aggro you try not to give them the time to do anything about the fact that their stuff is bound in gold. Anyway, I wanted to mention that as the removal, but yeah, we can talk about the rune. The runes are good. I just don't feel like black is where I want to be with the bots, but and white is, so that's why I want to take the bound in gold. Even if you're thinking this is in the abstract a better card, which you could argue that it is, but I don't know. I'm way higher on this than Math is, clearly. And yes, color signals to bots matter. Following Glorious Protector with a cut of the only white card in the pack is a very powerful signal to be sending downstream, so I'm going to do it. Another bound, we can consider that, but here's a rune I can get behind over maybe a second bound. Always Beholding is one of the catchphrases of the format, but Sustenance is, I think, the best rune. Maybe. The green one gives power and toughness. That's effective as well, but this is great, yeah, especially because in the white deck we want equipment. Now if we wheel some of these Raven Wings, we're so happy. You think the rune is bad, take Shieldmate. I think this is good, but Shieldmate's good too. I think this is the one. That's why I didn't take the other one. Rune of Sustenance, though, lifelink in this format can be so annoying. Exactly, yeah. Behold feels like it should be amazing, but instead it was only okay. Courser. Both, not only do you have 2 enchantments, but we're looking to get equipment to put the rune upon. So I think we're on Starnheim. This is the other rune that I like because it gives +1/+1 and evasion in trample. But let's see. Anything else pulling us? Run Amok is a... important card in the format. You don't get this one. I mean, yeah, we could take this again. I don't feel like this is where I want to be. I'm going to take this coarser, stay white. I really think when you're working with bots, the cutting thing matters. It does. Way more so than humans. And on that front, we're taking the Story Seeker here. Stay in mono white for a while. Here's another glimpse. Interesting. Fjord is a heck of a snowland, but it's not really where we're at. We take the Troll. Raven works too, I suppose. Glimpse is nowhere near this deck is probably the thing. If we're going to take a blue card, we should take the Raven. But... and we're also really nowhere near the Troll in terms of snow. Yeah, white is not really the snow color, so I think we get priced into Raven or Fjord just based on the nature of this format. Village Right's not unplayable, but not a priority here. We'll take the Raven. But I hopefully we don't even play this. Well, Saw It Coming is not bad. Story Seeker, Gold Vein pick. Oh, this is a tough pick, no pun intended. Because I really want to keep cutting the white, and this is incredible. The Story Seeker still being here is great, but all of my experience with the format tells me that we got to take the pick now. Yeah, especially with the rune. That's a good point. Story Seeker. I want you, but first pick over second Seeker seems correct. Isn't this no, that's not. There's an uncommon equipment that actually finds runes that's interesting, but that's not that. Way Down ended up being way down on the list, and Disdainful Stroke is playable. Something that happens a lot on in this format is that this the Foretell thing means that sometimes people are casting quote 4-drops for 2 and 3 mana, and so that's interesting. Ox, I mean, there's some things to do with this in the format, but it's not good. I'm going to take the Stroke over the Sentinel. Another, like, I talked about the Story Seeker when we first picked Protector, so feeling very good about our white lane, that's for sure. And now we could just take a Snow-Covered Plains in case we have something, but Vandal's still here. I think we just take Vandal. You think Plains over Vandal? What are we doing with snow and white, though? I'm going to take the Vandal. I think this has a better chance of impacting our draft than the Snow-Covered Plains. Yeah, if we end up in blue. I don't think... I mean, Stroke is whatever. Raven is barely whatever. So, right on. Shieldmate and Wings came back. Now, there's another Wings in the next pack. Do we take the Shieldmate Hope? And we have a Gold Vein pick. There is such thing as too much equipment here. I'm going to take the Shieldmate because there's a strong chance we get a Raven Wings in the next pack. And if we don't, we're likely to find some more playable, serviceable equipment in the packs to come. So I'm going to take Shieldmate. Yeah, we didn't find that, so we missed on the follow-up Wings. Doomscar Oracle, not great, but the best card here, so we'll take it. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't like the Vandal. This is one that I went up and up on. I know that Luis and Marshall were high on it right away, and I raised my eyebrow. I didn't think it looked that great because of its fail case of being 1/3 for 2. But there's been so much good enchantments and artifacts that I found that it's been very valuable. We ever playing Valor? Maybe. but I hope not to. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put it in the sideboard and hope we don't play it. And I don't think we're playing either of those, but I suppose Vault Robber in a Boros deck could be a desperation. Good. Good is such a general term. What do you mean, Rob? And it's so relative in Magic. By good, do you mean playable? Because I might give you playable. But when you say the word good, to me, if you're telling other Magic players, Valor of the Worthy is good, you are saying, if you can cast it, you run that card. Don't even think about it. It's good. No brainer. You run that. I don't think that's the case here. It's narrow. That's not good. It's narrow. Wings is playable too, but I'm also going to put it in the board. Yeah, then we just disagree, Rob. Redain, not a bad payoff for pack 2, pick 1. What else we got here? Poison the Cup. Excellent. No black cards yet. We're going to take this. I'm just seeing what might come around. Shimmerger Fail is great. Not going to come around, but it's great. Yeah, I don't know what's going to come around. So, I mean, Gates would be interesting if we ended up still heavier in the blue territory. Like, if we're just white with a little touch of blue, you could see running Gates. Yeah, maybe the Seeker would like that. We'll take Redain and some good stuff in this pack. So we don't have any red cards yet, but we're so monocolored, I'm not against taking Burgi or even Doomscar or Helm. Another pick here. Maybe we wheel that. The bots let us have the first one on the wheel. I'm also going to go to Finn. We do have a Masked Vandal, and Finn is a real annoying... let's get... There we go. Finn is real. Why do you think this wants you to be heavy red? Because it adds red? I mean, whatever. You can spend red on anything. So yeah, it's Finn versus Burgi over Doomscar. So I'm gonna take it. Let's try it. See what else comes along. See, now we get a Coal, and we can take Coal. There's a Raptor that we might even wheel with the way the table's taking white. Cyclone Summoner is a lot of fun. That's true. We do have a toe in blue. But this is where I wanted to be, gang. I'm going to do it. I'm getting where I wanted to be. Let's not look a gift pass in the mouth. I think we take Squash here. We don't have a ton of giants in the red-white deck, but even at 5 mana, you're willing to play that. So you like White-Green Saga? Yeah, that's another thing. They get a lot of time to see this coming, though. So I don't love it. It's a little clunky. I'm going to stick to the lane I think is best and see if we can make it pay off here. And Raptor is a fine pickup here for that. Another Raven Wings. There's also Frenzied Raider. How much are we boasting, though? You like this Raider? This Raider's solid, too. A couple of solid Raiders. But yeah, I was on Wings based. We have Pick and no other equip, and we have Coal. We should really take the Wings. Another Raptor is great. Oh, that's true. I forgot Bergie had that boast ability. But I'm not going to prioritize that. We'll just see how it plays. Helm's fine here. Looking for one of the... We're so heavy white that I don't actually love the Helm as much as I normally do, but we're still pretty happy to take it. It just means that we got to be more balanced on the mana than otherwise. Yeah, and Hulk here as a top end for aggro is fine. And it even it gives us something to reduce squash. Doomscar comes around anyway. We can take another Helm, but I do kind of like a Doomscar Titan as a top end. Are you with me on Titan over Helm number 2? True wants Helm number 2. We do have another pack, though, to pick up more equipment. And obviously the bots aren't prioritizing it. So I would want and play a second Helm, but I think we have a strong chance of getting one from here. So I'm going to take the Doomscar. Nice! Raptor wheels. And now I wouldn't even hate a Warhorn Blast, but you kind of... The job of something like a Warhorn Blast is similar to the job of equipment. And we're kind of, with Cole, we're focusing on the equipment side. We have 3 pieces of equipment. What am I missing? Oh, sorry, Helm. Yeah, Helm, Pick, and Wings. That's good. So here's a Warhorn Blast we can take and think about. I don't know if it makes the cut, but I like having one available. Splash Black. We do have Gold Vein Pick. We could find other means, but there is just a plain old Demon Bolt. Look at this, though, as a heck of a pair here, huh? Bolt's really the grown-up pick. We do have the Gold Vein Pick, so there's the Gold Vein Pick and the grown-up pick. And we'll take the grown-up pick here. We feel like they took it down. We're guessing that they took it down because they decided to change it a bit. This is an interesting pick. We're gonna try and wheel this Helm and have this be our second Helm. We have a Bound in Gold. We have a Meadow, which for us is going to be better than Shimmerdrift Veil, but, you know. Yeah, and then we can go up to look at the Shepherd, though, too. This is a heck of a pack. I'm going to poll this one. So as long as we're doing a quick draft, which ironically can be slow, I'm going to offer you Shep. Just Shep. Bound. Shep, Bound, Meadow, and Helm. I don't think I want to take Shieldmate over Shepherd, so it's Shepherd. So creature removal or fixing or equipment is the basic question here. We'll certainly get another playable, but which one do we want to guarantee? Gidanmore says what? Shepherd. Pretty much runaway for Shepherd. All right. Are you misremembering Helm? Helm in aggressive Boros decks was fantastic and is fantastic since here it is. Raptor on 1, turn 2 Helm equip, just starts going to town. Yeah, but I'm not sure of your question. I can't tell if you're like how are you passing Helm, or why are you taking Helm? I could see someone asking either of those questions. I'm going to take Iron Verdict here, and maybe we don't play it. Weak pack for sure. That's all right. We've been getting some strong ones, including here with another Story Seeker for us. Ooh, more snow-covered lands that we don't really need for anything, and we get a Breakneck Berserker, which is a perfect little 3-drop for this deck. Another Warhorn Blast. Spectral Steel doesn't work the way I want it to. I guess I'll take it and think about it. That's the theory. That's the theory. I don't think I ever saw anybody activate the second ability on this card. That's like, it reads like it should do the thing you want it to do. It reads like it should be in this deck, but it never happens. It never happens in my experience. Mob is another option, but I feel like our top end is pretty covered with the Hulk, the Titan, and to an extent the Shepherd. All these are ones we're trying to cast earlier. You know, Foretell on 4 here. Foretell on 5 here, and we're hoping this becomes a 2-drop. Then our curve looks a little more like this. Yeah, late Lindy. Lindy's great, but not for us, obviously. We'll take it, but I don't think we, just because I don't think we need the mob. Run amok though. Ooh, we got this too. Unfortunately, this you go ooh because you're in the colors, and then you remember, oh, this isn't actually that good. Armory is interesting, gang. I think we need Run Amok more than we need Armory. And Armory was a card discussed on the Limited Resources data show, where they talked about this card having actually a bad win rate in a good deck. That basically people who played Axeguard Armory in their Boros decks had worse results. It looks like it should be for us, but the ETB tapped and the clunkiness of it has made it not actually where you want to be in the format. Whereas Run Amok, the win percentage of Run Amok is quite high. This card is the impactful combat trick that gets your aggro through that you want. I get it. I get that Armory. Also, another argument for land is we have playables, right? We're at 24. But I don't think this is an upgrade. I think this actually lowers your win percentage in the deck. And I'm going to take Run Amok because I want one of these. We don't have one yet. Another Run Amok, another Story Seeker, or a Rune of Speed. Wow, interesting stuff. Interesting. We got plenty of creatures, so we don't need a Story Seeker. We got 3 of those. Second Run Amok or first Rune of Speed is where I'm at. JC, does that mean you like the Run Amok because it's interaction? Yeah. Maybe I'll pull this one too. Interaction or more impressive equipment? I'll make this a quick one though. 20 seconds for Rune versus Run. Everybody type RUN and then decide if you want an E or not. You think it's Rune versus Seeker? Normally I would, but that's why I did a creature check. It's 17 creatures with 3 Seekers already and a really strong early curve of creatures. I don't feel the need to prioritize this. I think we should take what either upgrade our equipment or add some more of the best combat trick in the format. All right, Chat wants Rune, I'm in. A bunch of garbage. We'll take Vault Progress. Not playing the Ox ever. Another shield mate to consider, although we do have a Master Scald. Probably should take this. This is real for us. Like, this is what I want in my deck over that Armory land, you know? Although, yeah, I'm going to take Scald. We'll see if it fits. We have a lot of 2s. We're not hurting at 2, so I feel good about our 2s, which is not always the case. Well, I think we have to cut something. Like, we may cut the Doomscar Titan. I think Scald is actually better than Doomscar Titan in this deck. We'll see. Another Warhorn Blast. Hey, look. All right, maybe I'll run it. I just feel like 17 Lands says it's a mistake to even run this card. Even though it feels like it should not be. It has, the data says it is. That being said, it's not going to be that big a deal, so I'll play it and we'll figure it out. But the data says we shouldn't play this. That being said, we're a stream, we're experimenting. We'll see how it feels knowing what we know about the data. So, that being said, I think we cut, like I say, I can cut the Doomscar. Oh, it's a giant, isn't it? Yeah, it does reduce the cost of squash, too. But I think we can cut that. And then this, we think of as a 4. That. How does Armory compare to a Plains? I'm not, are you, I mean, I've been talking about this for a bit now, so I'm not sure if you're asking, like, where are you at? Mike, would you play this or not? Obviously, the benefit of a Plains, turn 1 Raptors, we're trying to curve out early. A ETB tapped land can really harm an aggro deck's ability to curve out early. And this isn't even fixing. You know, generally, you play an Evolving Wilds or a Snow Duel or whatever because it fixes. This doesn't fix. I hear you, Maze. It's going to be better, which is why I don't fully trust the data thing, you know? That you can over rely on data. You got to be contextual about it. But all of these Boros decks can basically make use of an Axguard Armory in a similar way. So when I see it underperforming, it says more to me than people are running this in decks where they shouldn't. It says this is harming you as well as helping you. Yeah, Craven Hulk could be cuttable, but I like it as a top end. I like it as a squash support. But we got something's got to give. We're at 17.9 here. Let's take a look. Underperforming. Now I can't remember what I said and what you're asking about, Mike, but underperforming relative to a Plains or underperforming relative to a deck that doesn't have as good support for actually making this good. What will the Master Scald recur? We have 3 equipments and 3 auras, right? Oh yeah, Doomscar Oracle is a great call. I haven't looked closely at this bottom end, but that's an easy cut. So now we need one more. They do though. That's the thing. This format, people. I mean, Jim doesn't like it, but the community does like a Mass Vandal. It's better with sagas, but you'll see. I mean, who wants to bet that we return a equipment twice or more? Oh, does it exile? Maybe I'm... Oh, yeah, sorry. Never mind. This doesn't even help with that. But I just know that our... look, this shit gets blown up. That's what I mean. Yeah, I was wrong about this because I named this as the example of it. But in my experience, your auras and your equipment end up in the graveyard quite a bit in the format. So let's try it. And at the very least, I mean, what are we playing over this? So we can ask, we'd rather just have a Doomscar Titan. The other thing is, like, they're both 4/4s for 5. They just do, I mean, but this requires more. I mean, this is really a 4/4 for 7. And so anyway, these are not that far apart in terms of what they are and how they impact. So not only are we talking about whether Scald has an impact, we're saying whether Scald was... Like, if we had only had a Doomscar, that's the other thing I'm looking for. If we only had a Doomscar, does that come up? I don't think it will. What? Yeah, I mean, this is... We're getting creatures with this thing, though. I think it's crazy to cut any equipment or any raptors. I don't see cutting any of the 2s, except maybe a shield mate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thing is, we only have 7 creatures, so 8 shield mate is our 8th. Yeah, squash would be something we could consider cutting since it's 5 mana clunk. Rob, don't come in here with that dude. Now I got to figure out how to unblock. Can one of my mods bring him out of timeout? I was just doing a scolding timeout, not a 10-minute timeout. I got to figure out if there's a way to adjust the timeout to like be 10 seconds. Because I never want to time out anybody for long anyway. Oh, wait, here we go. Thank you. Share your opinions without smacking me in the face with them, Rob. Because the reason why I'm cutting this is that I'm using Master Scald as the high end. Yeah, I don't care what y'all are saying. I'm going to do it my way. Suck it. Question is, what am I cutting here? Something's still got to give. It's an honor, OPK. It's an honor. Don't be sad. Don't be sad. The list of people I've timed out is like a list of my favorite viewers. Don't worry about it. He says, causing everybody to try and get timed out. Don't do that. Yeah, all right. Oops. I feel like I've disagreed with chat a lot in this one, so I'm going to do that. Yeah, I know. You all are on a bunch of different stuff. I'm on what I'm on. I'm going to also prove my general philosophy that these types of things we're agonizing over aren't that big of an impact on our win percentage anyway. They're all serviceable cards in the same range doing similar things. See, Tron is starting it. There you go. There you go, Tron. Don't worry, I can now you have to chat again, Tron, so I can. Oh man, it's a real pain to Oh no, he still got the sword. So untiming out worked. Or maybe it never lost the sword. Oh no, where's the sword? Like the badges it shows on my screen show them as being legit. Oh well. I guess that's the price of being a favorite, Tron. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. You'll be sorted up again in no time. But for now, do that. But I see his sword when I click on his name. Like I have no UI to make you a mod right now, because when I look at that UI, it says you already are. So we'll figure it out. Don't worry. But there you go. It's a warning for all of you, especially you mods. You sure you want to get timed out? You can vote on how good you think this deck is. Keep this. Good hand just got better. Hold on, there's a long way down here. Wow. Oh, wait. You know what happened with the DRE? That was a long time ago, Hat. I don't think I've banned anybody in quite a while. Unless they deserved it. I mean, legit deserved it. Well, I really want to get Rune on and equip. I'm going to cast and equip, and then next turn, if we don't draw a land, we get to at least Rune the Helm. Yeah, we could go Seeker number 2, I suppose. I'm going to do my plan, though. Mainly because if we don't draw a land, I really want to cast this draw a card effect. And I really want to do that on equip. And I could have put it on the Seeker for more life, but I don't think life is the thing. I think evasion is the thing. And also, yeah, if we're going to make it life linking eventually anyway, we don't want the redundant life linking here anyway. Clarion Spirit's so good. But we can beat it. All right. Finding another land is nice. Maybe that means we don't even Rune right now. I save the run amok possibility and send in the Seeker. If they block... I mean, they're going to put the Harbinger on the Seeker. Maybe... I guess they might double block... the Seeker, and if they do, then we'll use the run amok. So I'll start with that. I don't even think we need to move the equip, right? We can just attack. I'm gonna do this. My plan. Let's see what they do. If they just bounce block with the Harbinger, I think I probably let that happen. But this, I'm willing to blow out with the run amok, especially with them tapped out. And the lifelink. Whew. They call me the Seeker. I've been searching low and high. I don't get what I'm after till the day you die. Pick so good. Svella!
Hey, Stella! Can't you hear me yell?
We got this. They can spin their wheels forever. What they need to do is deal with our Raptor. If they can't deal with the Raptor, we're not going to have too much of an issue with this game. Here I'm going to go double spell Rune on Helm and Seeker. Oh yeah, right. I can't Seeker unless we find a white source. But if we don't, we can foretell the Shepherd. Foretell Shepherd it is. Still feeling okay. We're just a bit of a glass cannon here in that we have a Raptor that's currently going the distance, but if Oppo does anything to disrupt the Raptor, suddenly we're the ones way behind. All right, now if this were a Doomscar Titan, maybe I would have foretold it already, and we would be Titaning here. That'd be pretty good. So right now, score 1 for the Titan. Let's see, though. Titan doesn't do that much here anyway because of Svella. I guess Titan could have attacked through that. Nothing there for us. Yeah, we'll play out the Scald, I think, but, I mean, it doesn't do much on this board with Svella, right? This is why I think it's so much is just about the Raptor here. I'm just being stubborn now, honestly, gang. There's some times where when everybody in chat is yelling at me to do something, I'm going to not do it because screw you. I think we just probably play the Shepherd here. Right? Yeah, I could have sent the Seeker in that case, I suppose. I'm still going to play the Shepherd. Come on, I can't be the only one who's like, wrong or right, I'm going to do it this way because you want the other way. I'm not always a grown-up about things. I am a grown-up about vaccinations, though, Aurora. I'll be stubborn about something as inconsequential as which cards to play in a game of Magic, but not about public health. Often Svella decks are full 5 color, but there you go. I mean, we got that one, but it was on the back of one card that they couldn't answer. Well, not one. I mean, they one card that we augmented, but they couldn't deal with it, and it was enough. I would... Here's the thing, gang. Well, I guess I can try and come back to it. I have to go down so far in my list of memes to find the memes for this set that coming back up to adjust things like record and playing things like this.
Thank you. We got one!
The champ is here!
But I think I can re-find our sweet Kaldheim memes. There, I got to it. Interesting. Stupid magic. Stupid mana system. Making for stupid non-games. Not that this is a non-game. This is actually just a tough question of keep or not, because we do have Goldvein Pick and Demon Bolt. And, but on the play, it's going to be a while before we see a Raptor down. And, yeah, on the draw, we would have a chance at the Plains even, but this just feels not correct. Yeah, maybe I should be... I did an 8-8 split because we have one-drop Helm stuff, But it's possible I should just be 9-7. We can talk about that too, but I'm going to mulligan this. Oh, thanks, deck. Thanks. Great. Wonderful. We can cast Rune of Speed on a mountain to draw a card. Now what, though? Jeez. We can foretell on 2, so I'm going to keep. And I'm going to ditch a mountain. A little greedy to ditch a land, but I just feel like I'm generally get greedy after I've mulliganed. Okay, now we can play the Raven's Wings and Rune of Speed it and have it not suck. So, do that. Over Foretell the Protector. Gives us 2 shots at a land draw next turn. With the Protector, we're just going to ditch a 2 that we can't even cast anyway. Oh, sorry, that's the... We have another one that gets the... That's not what I was thinking of the other one, the Shepherd. Sorry, I mixed up my my white flyers. But that being said, I don't mind that pitch, although... Yeah, I think it's probably still correct. I mean, it's the thing least... But that by the time we can cast it, we're not going to be wanting to. All the mountains. Well, I did I talked a lot this morning, so we didn't get started till after half past, and then with a quick draft, we took our time. You know how it goes. Yeah, I wish I could attack with this, but I mean, we could threaten trades, but they threaten 4/4 that can't block anyway, so I think we should just crash in, right? Let's call it untimed rather than quick.
Come on, Berserker. Girls think sexy.
My love for you is like a truck.
Hey, X-Star, thank you for the sub. Much appreciated. Hexstar, Deep Thought, and me are playing a game on Board Game Arena in which I haven't read the rules and I'm just making legal moves. The game looks fun. I can't wait to learn it. I guess we fly over Foretell? Meh. This is not looking great, but it's just magic being magic. Oh, that's true. Reach. Do we want the trade? No, I guess not. But that means I probably should have protected, but we'll just say no attacks and threaten defense. Ooh, that thing's powerful. We're not really a removal deck here. We're just kind of hoping our aggro gets there. And right now, it's looking like I could almost scoop this game. Our chances of winning now are just terrible. Hey, imagine how much better this would be if it were a Plains. And do you ever think we're activating this game? Right? We play this, and we're probably never activating this game. We just put an ETB tap Plains in our deck. So anyway, we're doing a lot of experimentation that way. But we're going to play the Armory and Foretell, because what else are we doing? Yeah, it's true. Maybe we do use it, but you can see the drawback, right? You can see how this would reduce win rate over increasing it, even though it technically fits in the deck. Heck, we could have gotten Seeker and Foretell. We could have used all our mana in a situation where we're in deep trouble. And this attack means we're done, because there's no way they risk the Necromancer without an ability to save it. So, but we can't just take this, so we're gonna block. They're gonna save the Necromancer, and we're gonna lose. Just so. All right, moving on. We were mono white with a couple of threads into other colors after pack 1. Is maybe somebody can check the official Arena Twitter feed? I'm curious if there's any announcements about the presence of and sudden absence of the third decathlon event.
Is this a dead man, Doctor? Very dead, Mr. Spock.
Oh. I'm gonna keep. Any land goes wings into Berserker. There's an issue. Oh, thanks, Rob. But it's not. Was it because of the structure or just? Oh, just an issue. Well, we got our planes at least. And yeah, I'm gonna Berserk now. Although we could Courser and then Berserk next turn. There's just the lane is clear now. There's a part of me that likes getting in for 3 while I can. But yeah, it's a good point that we should be playing out our choked color. All right, I'll go with the Courser. Next turn we draw a land, we can go Raptor, Berserker. With any source, right? By playing out the white card, we allow ourselves to do that with any land, which is, well, any. I've said that, and now the Armory is going to show up. You know the Armory is going to show up now. Could offer a trade here, but the Courser is going to do some good work for us, I think. We'll keep it around. There you go. Paid off. Flying Berserker next turn gives us quite the Air Force. Everything would have flying plus a run amok. This is looking great for us. Yeah, I think we equip, have run amok up, and then if we need it, fine. If not, Shepherd. Nice turn. All set up regardless of what we draw. Yet. We're going to be so aggressive that we may have some shepherd targets soon enough. Shimmer Drift is on black. A lot of mana open. I'm kind of expecting the Berserker to die here, but we're going to make him do it. We didn't have anything else to do anyway, really. I'm surprised that there wasn't response removal, but it may still be coming. Oh, Oppo. You really, really, really shouldn't have waited. Don't wait till combat for your damage-based removal in this format, gang.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
All right. I won't be stubborn. Let's mix it up and try, at least try the Titan for a few games.
They should have said the poet.
Is it broken, though? Do we want more? Yeah, I guess we want more white. The thing, you know, it's barely a 9/7, though. I think fixing my mana, I think, means this. So I'm going to do this. I only wanted one thing at my top end, Pablo, and I was trying out the recover your rune. Now watch this. I'm totally going to lose. Like, we're going to have runes and bound in gold in the graveyard, and we're going to draw a Titan and wish we had our master. This is... Nah, we're keeping. We're keeping, but this is frustrating. We have no 2-drop or 1-drop creatures despite having 7 available, so unfortunate, but we're keeping. And I really don't want to run Rune of Speed out on a land, so we have this really strong chance of not doing anything on turn 2 by turn 2 in our Boros aggro deck, which is not great, gang. 7 draws, let's see if we find one. It's not, odds aren't on our side there, but the good thing is if Courser lives, all this stuff becomes much cheaper, so it helps make up some ground. I'm not playing the rune on a land, though, just to draw. I'm not cycling the rune. Could start with Redain. They're playing a priest, so I actually think I'm going to go Redain on 2/3 side, although the shield is good too, right? But I kind of like the Redain against Snow. And then next turn we can even go Courser and play the rune for cheap. So I'm going to do that. I think it's really them showing a Snow strategy that makes me want to do this, though, because this is going to set them back if they're running Snow out. Although they haven't run Snow out. Okay, some fast games around here. Hard to argue with Scoop in the face of it. Also, if they were red, then I think I like the shield side better because it's actively thwarting a bunch of their removal. Whereas black, it feels like the prevention isn't quite as good. Not that it's not good. It's still good. All right, here we are again without something to do before 3, but still... Well, actually, we have Doomscar to do before 3. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable. Much better than some stinky 4/4 white 5-drop. Helm, you're late. Oh my god, that would have been a great thing to have in the opener, so we could go Helm into Rune into Courser. As it is, we'll drop the Helm, which can't be cost reduced by the Courser anyway, over foretelling the Doomscar. I could just foretell the Doomscar, I suppose. Let's look ahead a little bit to how the mana fits in, because we foretell Doomscar here. We Courser next turn, assuming we find a 4th land. For turn 4, we get Helm, Equip, Rune. We kind of had that anyway. Honestly, gang, it doesn't change much, right? But it does use all of our mana, and something may change by turn 4, so we'll do it. But you see where I'm at. Like, functionally, this is unlikely to matter, but I think if it does matter, we will wish we had done it this way. And now we can even reconsider and go with something like Shieldmate Helm, threatening Shieldmate against Seeker, which I think matters quite a bit, so we're going to do that. This is a great threat to block the Seeker. This color pair is likely to have things to make that block not function the way we want, and there's no way they're making this offer without it. But again, we're trading Shieldmate for a trick instead, but that's okay. We'll start there. Really? That's just great. I had no expectation that we were actually going to successfully trade for the Seeker there. Ah. Uh-huh. Well, there you go. If I had... Oh, no, it's the Exile thing. It's like, see? We could have got... Nope, it's the Exile thing. But, Jim, I'm telling you, this thing is good in this format. I don't know what your experience was that led you to the conclusion that this card is meh. This card has overperformed consistently for me, but, you know, all perspectives. Now we have Courser Rune, but we don't have the sweet equipment to put it on, but we can still Courser and Rune, and that's worth it. Here, I'll even give you... We can give you this one. This counts, right?
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance! Doomscar seems fine here. It does not create an attackable 1/1 token. We could go Raptor... attack with Run Amok up here, and then Doomscar next turn when we have Raptor out. Or, yeah, Oppo is really struggling, but maintain. You know, this is a real board for only 2 mana. Come on. That's true. Titan cannot be blocked and killed by these, and they're mana screwed, and this applies the most pressure. So let's do it. And not going to offer the 2/1, though. That's just a simple Vandal Eat. I mean, everybody's talking about being aggressive. Both of those lines represent some aggression. I'd actually have to sit down and figure out what represents the best. Somewhat depends on whether or not Appa would block and make the Run Amok come into play last turn.
which is really a reason to do the Doomscar. We do that, and we know we use up all of our mana, and then this turn we can consider a mucking. And now we got a land we don't really want. Can we race this 3/3 lifelinker, or do we need to threaten blocks? Because I could just send in the Courser here, because we're racing too. It's kind of interesting lifelink race that way. Run Amok does not do anything on blocks. But we can send and take out the Vandal if we want to do that. It would get a little bit of damage, just 1 extra point of damage. Vandal's already kind of done its thing. Yeah, I guess we do need to threaten it. That's what Mike said is the thing. This is going to be a 4/4, and this is on pace to die to Chapter 3 anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I will use the Run Amok here. It's not hyper sexy, but no, we can't because it's attacking. That's the thing, Alexis. It's Run Amok is very narrow in that way. It's just super important to the decks that use it. I'm going to sandbag the land. Ooh, Craven Hulk. Can't block alone, but we're going to play it so that let me read this. Greatest power. So great, we can play the Hulk. Oh, do they get to choose, or they get to choose? I guess if it's tied, they get to choose. Yeah, but we do get to block with 1/1 if we need to. Looks like there's some differing opinions from chat. Feels like the text says they get to choose. But yeah, anyway, just thinking about, we're going to play it. I was just seeing, but it doesn't do exactly what I wanted, but we're still going to play it, and we're still going to attack with our Titan here. Right? Although if I leave both back, no, I leave this back because then no matter what they choose, we threaten blocks on the Seeker. That's what I want to do. Continuing to sandbag the land. It doesn't really matter. So, might as well represent something. Well, here's our forced block. This is even fine. Whatever. They spent a card to kill a 1/1 and get a little bit back in the race. I don't mind this much at all. Gonna keep leaving the Hulk back, though. And continue to threaten blocks. Send these, though. Yeah, I mean, it's something, but it's not something that is a disaster for us. Well, this card isn't very good, so I don't blame you for forgetting about it. Interesting to offer that tapped out, just like we absolutely accept this trade. Surprised they're offering. Wonder what that means. Sentinel shuts down the Raptors, but not the Courser. Land is our worst draw, unfortunately. And we still get attacks through. Doomscoracle. Ugh, Flood is going to lose to Screw here. This is not going well now. Yeah, keeping them unstuck on land felt unrealistic in the face of the Sentinel anyway. But I guess we can leave him back now. I didn't mind going for damage before, but there's no reason to attack now. Now you like attacking all? Well, I think we still make him do it. I like leaving everything back. This has just kind of become an unwinnable game on our Flood.
Oh, here comes the flood.
It's very, very hard for us to win this one. We just don't have many tools to get there. From 17 to 20. I'm done. Maybe some action there, but between yet another land and Oppo getting back that Saga, we had no shot. Still at 3 wins, though. Let's get to 4. Come on. Back here. Missed. One of them ended so quick I didn't even get the adjustment in. How about a Raptor off the top? Yeah, I got great content support from my crew here at the worst time for my mental ability to manage it. Yeah, we'll Seeker here and happily trade it off if possible. I mean, I guess maybe we don't. I gotta remember, I'm mixing up my flyers. I was thinking I had the Shepherd again. Shepherd does get things like this back. I mean, we're gonna start here. Yeah. I was thinking about trading when I was thinking we were gonna get it back on turn 4, but we're not. I probably want this on shield this game. It's quite annoying, although it leaves us with not much to do here. If we don't Redain, we are foretelling on turn 3. Not the worst. Only 1 mana down. Or play Wings, yeah. Let's start with an attack, and then I guess we're Wings or Foretelling. Which one? Which one? I'm going to go Foretell Titan because it's possible that that the shield allows an attack with the Seeker anyway. You like the 3? That's fair. I think the shield's going to be super annoying for Oppo, so I'm gonna play into that. Interesting. Lots of choice. Like we had Foretell Protector, Foretell Titan,
play 2/3, play wings. So literally chat had suggested all 4 of our options as a possibility for that turn. Does anybody remember that magic is hard? My goodness. Yeah, like shield means this turns off the fin. Right? Did I read this right? Yeah. Shield it up. And I'm going to stay back on D in case they're not reading. I mean, I guess I could attack in and it guarantees 2 life. But I think we're better off just threatening the blocks. Come on without, come on within. You'll not see death touch from this mighty fin. Yeah, we might be getting tricked, but let's trade for a trick then. Yeah, I just read it. It really does. If a source an opponent controls would deal damage to you, or a permanent you control, prevent one of that damage. Yeah, Oppo is reading. We feel you, Oppo. I kind of like Courser into Wings Rune. That feels kind of busto. Do I need attack? Do I have attacks? I guess, yeah, I even have attacks, so maybe I should do that first. You can send in the Seeker. They read it. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this was a read-heavy set for sure. Yeah, it's true. If we let them trade, maybe they'll take one of these out with the Vandal. Got a lot we can do here. I am kind of on Wings hold Protector up as a flash. Wait, I didn't see where it was spending. Yes, that is correct, mana. This encourages them to Horizon Seeker, but I'm gonna go ahead and let them have a land if they want and eat it up with the Protector. So I'm gonna keep aggro here. Yeah, into the Titan, crazy good. Jarl. And now they've tapped out, so we just get free eats. No, don't even have to worry about it. Just get to eat. Decline. Seeker or Berserker? Oh, we can't do Berserker, so we do Seeker.
Oh man, because it's not millhousey enough. Look, I'm not going to not play the helm. Just because we could win without it doesn't mean I'm not going to not play the helm. Not. Some decks just can't beat a shield, especially when Oppo doesn't read what it does. And Oppo, I feel you. I have been there. I'm there often. Just ask chat. No, that's a good thing, old fat guy. If you, when you realize you feel sorry for somebody, that is empathy. Empathy. Empathy is generally good for humans to have. It leads to positive outcomes in society. All right, another a little bit. We want this is where I was like wanted the red higher so that we could reliably cast helms. But it's fine to do turn 5 helm equip, right? This is okay, not on turn 1. So we'll keep and see if Story Seeker can't pick us up a red source. Oh, Raptor, you're a little late, buddy. Little late, but we'll seek it up here. What's my red source? Ugh. Yeah, that was my joke. Didn't you hear my joke? I said, let's see if the Seeker can pick us up a red source. Pick us up a red source, for crying out loud. Guy tries to make a dad joke around here and has to explain it? JFC. Yeah, I guess we play Raptor. Pick only equips for 1, so if we find a land, we can get it done still. Do we keep the Seeker back so that if they kill the Raptor, we still have a block on the Liberator? If they spend mana to kill the Raptor, though, they won't have the mana to boast, so we can send the Seeker. And I will trade Seeker for Liberator. Like, you don't know what that means, or you don't like that I used it? Everybody needs a little JFC. Oh, I took the Lord's name in vain via abbreviation. I could play pick, that's true. But I really want to be able to attack with an equipped Raptor next turn if we find a land. There we go. And we can even, I don't know if we want to spend the treasure, but I'm glad we got this. And no need to do it now since this mana, if this mana expired, of course we would, but there's no need to play out an equipment off of a treasure when if we want to do that next turn, nothing has changed. Yeah, spending treasure on Helm does seem fine, but the point is we can do it next turn for no change. Well, probably still just want Bergie, Helm, Equip, right? You like Shield and Swing? That's true. Shield and Swing is pretty good too. Mike just wants Shield and Swing. Also a lot of Snowland here. We could, no, we're not going to do that side. All right. All right. We like the Shield. I'm in for Shield. Also, if we draw a land next turn, we still have the Bergie Helm play. Then... and likely to get treasure here anyway. Yeah. Yeah, backside of Bergie doesn't suck either. We should consider that, especially... well, it depends on how everything unfolds here, but we can also hold Bergie and potentially do this the backside. But yeah, you use backside of Bergie when you are out of gas, and right now we still have gasoline. So, but it's a reason to potentially use other gasoline. Here's the rare we declined to splash in this deck. We could have taken that pack 3, pick 1. Pretty brutal. But maybe Oppo doesn't read either. I mean, we could go... Coal, Helm, Equip. That doesn't make sense. This is just trouble. Maybe... and we're stuck on land. Hat, Rune, Equip doesn't suck. I guess we can just Rune the pick. Let's start there, and then see if we want a Helm. All right, found land. And we could Helm and Equip, but that doesn't do much. We can Bergie, then they just kill Bergie here. I kind of just want to leave them to kill the Raptor. That means foretelling Doomscar. Blanks Chapter 2, how to... what? I mean, oh, whatever. This is... yeah, if I could get this to 5, I would, right? But we couldn't. Oh, I guess, yeah, with this, maybe it could have... yeah, there's a lot of persnickety math going on here. Are we just dead? Wow. We would be without the shield. I mean, if we lose to a bomb rare, okay. But I think this deck has been performing, underperforming. Like, this deck is better than it has performed. We've gotten pretty unlucky on our draws, to be honest. That being said, we can go Raptor... oh, yeah, I was going to go Raptor Coal Equip, but maybe I was supposed to do Bergie. I'm going to do this, though. I see what you were thinking. This is what I was thinking. And with the lifelink, if we're just replaying Raptors and reblocking, all right, well, we thought we had it. And then Oh yeah, I guess they had a lot of answers. Regardless, that's it, gang. I liked our deck a lot better than the results here. Yeah, sorry. The shield kept us somewhat alive, but we were dead enough for my day. Angel had double strike, but we could still block it, right? Oh no, wait, we couldn't block it, so it had the double strike, right? If we weren't technically dead, we were certainly going to die. Yeah. So tough one. Maybe I should have given another turn. But I did it my way, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Like, we lose Cole, we're not winning that one, right? So maybe a turn early, but I don't know what your plan is after surviving that turn. Yeah, Rob, but the math checked out. The Angel had double strike, but we had the shield out. So if we fully blocked the ground, we were going to take 6 in the air. Instead of 8, right? So I think, yeah, we had a way to survive, but we were just not going to survive the turn after. But hey, you know, what, 4 wins? 4 wins with some rough luck. Yeah, so, I mean, I thought I had this deck at 5 wins. I thought on average we would get 5 wins with this deck, which is a little cocky to suggest that in a Premier style best of 1 event that you're going to average 5. But I think we had the right deck for the format, and it was good. We just stumbled a bit, and we got 4 anyway, right? So I think 5 was about right. That was just the underside of the bell curve of that deck this event. Yeah, that's true. We did have some OPs get mana screwed, but then like one of them beat us though, Hat, because they got mana screwed and then their screw beat our flood, right? So, you know, like you said, it went both ways today, but I thought the deck was excellent and just came in a little under average for what I expect of a deck of that quality. But I think that's what you want to be doing in the format if you're not doing snow stuff. And in quick draft especially, that deck seems pretty wide open. So you can get something along those lines most of the time, I've found. Somebody was suggesting they had not had that experience in the new bot draft world here, but I mean, you can see that I just did. So I do recommend, until proven otherwise, taking your shots at red-white aggro, or white aggro especially, or sorry, red aggro especially with either white or black. But in the bot draft, Boros is super strong. Thanks for hanging out, YouTube friends. We'll catch you in the next one.